Oh my. Oh wow. Oh Willie. I think this works. Hope so. Put some music on just in case. Just in case. That's too much music.
In the top tier ride with you, I feel like Scarface. The wave with the bob, I'll be your main one. Let's take this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent, I'm your day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. The grow when you're not here. I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just too boy. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose.
I think we're actually good, guys. Sounds perfect, actually. Just checking audio now, and I need to text the chat. I can't read the chat. But what's up with it, everybody? Let me know if you're in YouTube or if you're in the Twitch chat. What's up, lovely Nora? How you doing? How you doing? You just too boy. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. Oh my goodness. That's how the music sound. How's the music sound? I gotta see. I gotta blast this. Gotta post it on my socials, guys. I'm trying to become cool like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to become cool like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Look at it. Look at it, mama, man. Look at it.
I think my Discord is like below. It should be, if you're in Twitch, my Discord should be still in there. If that's not the right one, then just add me, because I'll add you.
Catch me in the whip, ride with him. Hey, sipping something, bumping big, hypnotized with him. Pray you get that job in Tampa. That's only 4 hours away. Take a car, take a plane, baby, whichever is faster. Oh, whichever one is in a hassle. Oh, damn, yeah, man. Oh, never knew, no, I never knew that you be a freak and a friend too. Yeah, you into everything I'm into. Oh, I got something that I can lend you. Oh, a peace of mind, baby. Come and get a piece of mind. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9. Oh, I get you home by a decent time. Wait,
okay.
Your bed, you can sleep in mine. Yeah, let's make it happen, girl. I need some time. Speaking of time, who stopped it? That's the feeling that I get when we lock lips. I got the weed at the crib and the liquor too. I fuck your soul, I release in your spiritual. I be your muse, bring your easel and pencils too. Here you go, you try and tease with them pictures. You could ride on me just like you ride the elliptical. She said I'm trying to keep it tight for my nigga. Girl, I like your last nigga, all I need is mental. You know I'll work you out, get you right with your physical. Always just another interlude. Asking all them questions, girl, you know I don't do interviews. It's pitiful that when I'm with them other bitches, I pretend it's you. Oh, you work at Kohl's, you in dental school. Wife and now you folding clothes, cooking dinner too. Young tiller, girl, I'm known as Pink Griffey too. It's only right that I swing by and hit it too. First base, second base, third base. I'm trying to get you in your birthday. Oh, I know these other niggas thirsty, but please never entertain them, cause that would hurt me, you feel me?
I have no idea. I'll try to cut the music down. I hope it's not too freaking loud. I'm probably going to start. I do want to talk about the freaking market. There's a lot going on. And I want to talk about some of the insaneness that's happening right now. Because there is a good amount of it. Probably too much, to be honest. But I find it very intriguing. And also, I feel like there's a lot of missing context. And a lot of people who, myself included, have no idea what's going on, but want to participate. Okay, so you guys already know how I do this, okay? Because I spend a good amount of time doing market research, looking around, finding out the new deals, quote unquote, and trying to figure out why Pokemon is going absolutely insane like it is. If some of you guys know, I did a freaking vendor event literally just yesterday. Exceptionally entertaining, but also exceptionally stressful at the same time. And so, I'll be honest, now that we're here, we might as well just double down, okay? Because the event made me realize that there's a lot more happening than I thought, especially when it comes to this, like, you know how like people have a doomer mentality, I feel like, when it comes to a lot of this. So people are like, oh my goodness, everything's going to zero. I'm like, is it really? Or it's all manipulation? And you're like, is it? Because guys, I would like to say it's manipulation until I watched people continuously buy my Stratafable pieces. So I was like, oh, maybe there's a lot of market manipulation. And then I watched people buy more and more of my Stratafable. I'm just sitting there like, I don't think this is manipulation if people are actively buying everything I have to have Stratafable on it. Now maybe people are like buying it hoping that they can flip it. Okay, that's possible, but it still wouldn't make sense and still wouldn't be applicable to the fact that these individuals bought it. They've engaged with the set. They've watched the content involving the set, right? They've opened packs. So they clearly, whether or not they want to admit they liked it or not, they paid for it with their physical money and with their time. So, I mean, the way I look at it is, you know, whether or not you even know that you are in love with the set is really irrelevant, right? Like, even if you don't realize or think that you were like head over heels with Stratafable, the way people buy Stratafable and engage with buying Stratafable makes it kind of a moot point, to be honest, because people are going to pay what they want. People are going to pay for the things that they want, whether or not people have something to say about it. So I didn't think people really like Stratafable, but the way people have been putting money towards Stratafable and putting their mouth on their wallet is that the way you say it, has shown me a new light, or at least a new perspective on the amount of freaking money that goes towards that set. Absolutely insane in my personal opinion. Like, I just can't fathom spending tens or hundreds, or I've seen people spend thousands of dollars on Stratafable. Now, I spent a good amount, but also I spent it on it to make content, right? And so I was making YouTube videos where I'm buying Stratafable to drop more YouTube videos about buying Stratafable, right? And especially because it was an underrated set, so I bought it cheap. People are buying it at normal market MSRP right now, okay? Well, not, I said market MSRP. Buying it at the market right now, market price right now. My G, I don't mean no harm. I don't know if you know this. Market price is not what it used to be, especially for Stratafable, right? When I bought in, I could buy a freaking ETB for $30. Now, did I? No, but could I? Yes, that's the difference, right? So I realized a lot of people aren't doing that. They're not able to afford even a quarter of that. Somehow they're still putting money towards it. I'm gonna pray for you. I wish you the best. Not an intelligent decision. But it is a nice set though. So that's the only thing I can give people credit for, is that at least the set they did get, it's not ugly, right? It's attractive. I feel like it was overrated for sure, but that's kind of my perspective though. Is like, because what's the difference between somebody still liking the thing, right, and people only buying in because it's already hyped? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people like Stratafable per se, right? They enjoy the set. They like some of the cards. But how many people bought in just because of hype? Like, this is probably one of the few cards that I pulled up yesterday, and the person who sold it to me, I could tell like they had no idea why they had this card. Okay, so we had this Okie Dokie, right? The SIR version, right? PSA 9. Okay, I could tell when they were talking to me, they just wanted to get off their hands. They had no idea why they had this card. Like, I don't even know if they pronounced the name of it right. Okay, now I don't either, but I'm saying they pronounced it worse than me. And if I say it wrong and you say it worse than that, you know, we got a bigger problem. Okay, so that's what I realized though, is like, there's people who had no idea about half Stratafable cards. They might. One guy came to me. He wanted to know about the Houndour or the Houndoom. I mean, and that was pretty much it. He didn't even know that there was a Persian in the set. I was like, how do you not even know about the one that everybody's chasing? And none of them know the legendary SARs, right? The Monkey Door, the Ogie Dogie, the Pheasant Dippity. No one knows those cards. My G, you can't say that you care about the set. That's like getting Stellar Crown and not knowing what Terapagos is. It's like, my G, I get you like the Squirtle and you like the Squirtle and you like the Bulbasaur, but the main card, the promo, the main promotional card in Pokemon is literally a Stellar Crown Terapagos. It literally is it's Terapagos. That's literally what it is, right? So people not realizing that makes me realize, oh, you haven't even bought an ECB before. You literally haven't even bought into the set at all. You've just been buying cards trying to trade and sell them. Like, you've made zero attempt to get into the hobby whatsoever and learn about the different cards, the sets that's coming out, the older sets, right? Learn about why they dropped, which cards are going to be next, why who the artists are who created the cards, because that's the type of stuff that I pay attention to, right? To the artists especially. So it's really entertaining to watch that. And I picked up another card I think is super underrated. I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Oh, it was just a funny card in general, right? It was because this is the hype that everybody's been talking about, and I got one of them. Well, I have more of them, but I sold some of them. But this is one of them. It's the Brute Bonnet right here. I know you're like, oh my God, it's out of the sleeve. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Reason being is because I need to make a YouTube video. So I took them all out of the sleeve because they were in other people's sleeves. And that's another thing I talk about. I got to make a whole freaking video just on vending. Okay. Because vending is it's cool. But we all see the perspective of professional vendors who vended for a while. Like Coop's Collections, Bulbasaur, Garchomp, people who vended for this is their second or third or fourth year vending. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and they've already vended for a long time. They've been in Pokemon for the last 20 years. So it's their perspective, especially when it comes to that, is significantly different than I would say the average person's is. And so a lot of people don't pay attention to that or understand that that's the case. And so a lot of times their perspective, at least, is under the assumption that, oh, if I'm a vendor or I go to an event, the way it's gonna work is I just show up with whatever cards I got in my PC, and then I tell people to buy them, and then if I see some cool, I'm gonna buy that, and then some point in time there might be $10 I made by the end of the day. The whole perspective is just completely different. I feel like people really, really, really don't see the intricacies of it, or why people come to the conclusions they come to, or just the whole concept of how vending is portrayed. A lot of people don't understand the nuances of it, especially bro, something simple is bring hand sanitizer. People that, something that simple, right? People don't even realize that it's because more than likely there's gonna be kids around, one, so they're already dirty. Okay, no, not dirty, they're already they sneeze, they rub stuff, they'll freaking grab something that just has random mucus and dirt on it, and then they won't wash their hand or nothing. And then they walking around touching your stuff, or oh, can I see that? And you're not gonna say no to the kid, right? So they're gonna let them see it, and then they're gonna rub up on it. And this is just one example, right? Because there's adults to do the same thing. Okay, so don't get it wrong. Since this is slander to kids, this is adults do the exact same thing. I watched it yesterday. I watched it. I did a show literally yesterday, and I watched this happen. Okay, so don't get it wrong. I love kids. Not like that, but I love kids. It's super cool. They're entertaining. I try to be nice to them. Try to bring them into the hobby. Show them oh, what's your favorite Pokemon, right? That type of deal. So that is super awesome to do that too. But it was clear as day, in my personal opinion, that you could tell who was actually trying to, will it be trade or will it be learn about Pokemon more and stuff like that, and who was clearly there to be hey, how much money can I make off this? It was, in my opinion, it was clear as day, right? And it became fairly apparent, and a lot more apparent the more and more I kept vending and the longer I did. The event started at, I believe, 7, and ended, it didn't start at 7. I got there at 7-ish, right? 7:30. And then it ended at 3 o'clock, and so I left at around 2:45, 2:50, right? I wanted to try to hold up, so I didn't want to leave too early. And so that's kind of around the same, that's kind of around the time frame in which it occurred, right? And so it was entertaining, it was fun, right? I loved it. But I'm gonna make a whole video on vending. I'll make a whole video. So let me stop yapping about that. So what I am gonna talk about though is the Shroud of Fable, freaking, not even specific Shroud of Fable, the market manipulation, baby. That might be more accurate, right? Because you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation, my guy, if you're just buying and selling, or if you're just like, especially buying just random packs of random sets that you've made minimal investment into. Because a lot of people have made like a lot of people have just gotten into Pokemon and they just get into the sets that everybody else talks about, right? So irrelevant to whether that set is a good set, right? Irrelevant to whether that set, you know, is being overpriced or manipulated whatsoever, right? Like a lot of people don't care. Like I remember when I was talking to people about the Drowsy card. We were talking yesterday about the Drowsy card, and people were like, "Oh my goodness, is it a buy?" A lot of people were looking for the Drowsy card. They were looking to actively buy the Drowsy card. My guy, if you buy the Drowsy card right now, you deserve whatever comes your way. No offense, but if you watch the chart go this, if you watch the chart go Super Saiyan, and you're like, "Now I want to fight you," are you Goku? Like, why would you wait for them to go Super Saiyan to start the fight? Like. It just doesn't make sense. The logic doesn't track to me, in my opinion. It just doesn't follow. It makes zero sense, in all honesty. But there's people who are doing it. There's most people who are like, I would, you know, do and invest into this, but I only want to invest into the most expensive things possible right now, for whatever reason that may be, which makes zero sense to me. And so I'm just realizing that my freaking chat isn't pulled up. Hold up. If you guys are chatting to me, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. You know, I just realized my chat. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull up like a whole new screen just to look at chat, which is gonna be very impossible to do. But whatever, I'll make a way. So my bad if I wasn't replying to you guys' chat. It's literally because I can't see it. Wait, okay, I can pop one now. I wonder if I can pop it out and like delete this screen. Probably not, sadly, but I wish. Oh, I can. That's cool. Okay, cool. So I put the one chat. What if I can do? I can't do the pop out chat with the Twitch too. Whatever. One guy said, Hunt. Oh yeah, what's up, Hunt? He was in my last live stream. Dope. It was up. How did your booth go? The booth went awesome. It actually went super amazing, personally, right? But I could see, especially a lot of people who I was talking to and engaging with, I could see how a lot of people could be taken advantage of, could be fleeced. A lot of people, I could see, you could like, how we hear and watch different videos and different creators and we see different stuff happening with the market, you kind of just get a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, right? And then you watch one of your creators say, okay, oh my goodness, don't do this, or you should do this, right? You're like, okay, I trust this creator, so I'm gonna follow what they say. But you don't get the full picture. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a pizza be made, but someone's showing you pepperonis first. You're like, wait, what about the dough part? And then so it's kind of like that's how the way it flows, right? And so now I'm getting to see, I'm in the back looking at the whole pizza being made. I'm like, oh, okay, they got an oven, they got this, they got dough, they breading it, they meating it. Okay, then they freaking throw it in. They got the pan, they got, right? I'm seeing the whole aspects and angles of it, right? Which you normally would never see. And it's really weird, or at least really different to see. Ooh, somebody just shot me a sponsorship, baby. We finna go viral. But it's really interesting to see, at least from this other perspective, where people are engaging with the hobby. Because normally what you would think is like, oh, okay, people are buying and selling, or at least everything is not as odd as you may think. But no, it is. Everything is literally as odd as you might think. Like it's legitimately just wild, right? I want to see if I can pull up my Twitch chat too. I pulled up my YouTube chat. Twitch, you might just be out of luck, I'm gonna be honest, because I don't know how to find it. Don't know how to find Twitch chat, guys. Someone give me some help. If you add, then I will stop or go away. Bro, somebody in my Twitch was just spamming. I hate that when it happens, man, because it's so like, why? Like you just get bored. People just spamming your Twitch like, oh, if you do this, I'll make some I'll make you a business card. And I was like, bro, did I ask you for a business card? Like I'm fine, helping people out or with supporting, but my G, you could have DM'd me. You went to my Twitch chat to spam me 5 times. That's not gonna work. But Yeah. So point being, back to the main concept though. Strider Fable's overrated, but it's a nice set. So if you like the set personally, it's not overrated, right? Two, all these cards from, I don't think these are even the same artist, so I don't even want to give them, say which artist it is. All these cards are being manipulated, right? Now, are they nice cards? Sure. Could you sell them to probably a content creator for double the price? Absolutely. But be mindful. He said, I have two questions. Do you usually buy packs online or in person at stores? Also, do you buy singles online ever? So first one, do I usually buy packs online or in person at stores? I buy, most of my deals I've been doing lately have been online. I recently bought, I want to say 10 blisters of, I bought a lot of stuff recently, actually. I spent like way too much money that I would admit to say. Spent way too much money than I admit to say. So I bought, I think I paid for 10 temporal boosters, or no, blisters. So 3-pack blisters. I bought 10 of those from Temporal Forces. I bought 4 more of these Building Battle Stadium deck boxes. So I bought 4 more of these. I bought 4, now I'm buying 4 more, right? From the Poke Center, because they still on Pokemon Center. So if you guys, that is, in my personal opinion, that is a buy. You might not want to buy it. If you don't, then thank you, so I can buy some more, because I'm not gonna stop buying them, because I'm chasing them a champ. It is what it is. So I bought that, and then I bought something else. I was gonna buy some from Smoking Mirrors Hobby Shop, but I ended up not pulling the trigger. It was a good deal though. They might still be up there. It's the Amarouge collection boxes. I think they have Surgeon Sparks, Stellar Crown, and something else in them. I don't remember what the other one is, but you might can check that out. It's not a bad deal. It was, and theirs was on sale, so there was on sale for like $22.99, I think. And the MSRP for it, or the market for it is $37, and at GameStop it was $39. So you'll be getting it for almost 40 or 50% off if you buy it from Smoking and Mirrors Hobby Shop. And then what's up, Hunt's Market? See, you know, Hunt's, see, that's why I be saying when I make content for, at least for this channel, like people ask me why I do this or am I rich? Like, no, right? But my job is in Pokemon, right? And so that's why I feel like I can give more of a broad perspective that's slightly more, genuine, at least. Because when you ask specifically Pokemon creators who that's their whole job is Pokemon related, hey, is the market going down? They're not gonna tell you yes. Like they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you whatever you want to hear, right? Or if they think that it's gonna go a different way, they're gonna tell you, hey, just watch my channel and just trust me, because it's like, bro, your whole job is Pokemon. That's your entire job. I want to watch your content, but I don't trust your genuine opinion when I'm actually worried for something. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to tell me what I want to hear, not what's actually true, right? Because that's your job, especially when their job is Pokemon. That's their job. So if anything happens to Pokemon, that's their job. You get what I'm saying? So he said the second question was, so yeah, point being, I bought a lot of stuff primarily online, but I do Walmart restock videos, and when I do my Walmart restock videos, I do a lot of stuff in person then. And so I'm gonna try to get into this new run. I think there's a run that's gonna be happening on the 27th, I believe. I think they're either dropping a more Surging Sparks reprint or a Prismatic reprint. I forgot which one. And so I'm gonna try to get into that. So I'm gonna be out in the stores at like 8 a.m. to see what happens. Hopefully, maybe not. And because I know some of the games have employees, so hopefully I can do some handshake deals. Probably not, but it is what it is. And then it's also, do you buy singles online ever? Do I buy singles online ever? No. Well, what is online? Do you mean like, do I buy off eBay or do I buy off a TCG player? Is that what you're saying? Let me know what you mean by that, B-Rad. Are you saying, do I buy singles on TCG player or what? You said you did get crazy views on those new shorts you made on Silver account. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Hey, it is what it is. That's why I'm just like, my thing that I do, I make content professionally, right? So my job is not to make Pokemon content, right? My job, this is what I enjoy doing, and I do it on the side because it's fun, right? Now, do I try to get it to pay for itself? Yes, because that's the smart thing to do if you're going to be like starting any type of business, right? You want to at least make it to where it at least breaks even. You don't lose anything, right? I feel like a lot of people who watch my channel, or at least when they're in a Pokemon, they're trying to at least break even most of the time, which is a smart thing to do. I would advise you to do that. I would encourage you to do this. It's intelligent, right? If you get cards you don't want, or if you get cards that are duplicates, sell them. Don't just keep 5 of the same card. Sell 4 of them, right? Or at least lowest quality of them. Or if they're gradable, grade them so you can at least get some of your value back from it, right? Because let's be realistic. You open 100 packs. I just had one of my Discord members watch. He bought tons of Paradox Rift, but he only got 1 Groudon, right? So the 1 Groudon is probably like $100. I think it's gonna go up. I would grade it. I think it's gonna go up. It's the best Groudon card in my opinion. The Paradox Rift Groudon is the best Groudon in my opinion, and so it's an absolute banger card. But will it recoup the $200-$400 he spent on buying enough packs to pull the 1 Groudon? That's the debate, right? And for me personally, I could see doing that because I enjoy the hobby. So I have done that before. But would I want to continuously do that, especially throughout the entire year where it's going to be new sets, more expensive sets, and I see the market only getting more and more expensive? I wouldn't encourage that anymore, right? Would I encourage it a year ago? Absolutely, because everything was way more affordable. So I could definitely encourage you to do that a year ago when everything was like, when even expensive sets were $7, right? But now even freaking, what's it called? 151 is 10 to 12. People are buying, like sellers, rip and shippers are buying 151 at $10. So that means they're selling it for 12 or 15. My guy, I have yet to, well, I paid one time in one live stream. I paid for Prismatic Evolutions, and I realized I didn't get a hit. And then I'd never pay for it again. Never pay for it again. It just is what it is sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that's the way at least I viewed it, right? But I want to go over the market. I feel like there's so much happening right now. It's such a why. Oh, I do want to show you guys this crazy one before I show you guys some videos of some of the stuff happening, guys. So this is my era, but this is not a card that I know a lot about or a set that I know a lot about. I saw the card. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I've seen it a few times on other creators' channels. Super awesome, right? Just generally, I love the way the card looks. I love the concept of the card. I love the Pokemon it's just, referring to. Now, do I know a lot about this card? Absolutely not. Do I know a lot about the set? Absolutely not. But do I love it anyway? I made a crazy deal. Definitely worth it. So I'm gonna show you guys what it is. Bang. Look at that. The legendary, I'm not sure, is it legendary treasures? A legendary collection? Arcanine. Crazy. Look at that. It looks so gorgeous, guys. This card looks absolutely freaking amazing. Like, bro, when I saw it, I was like, I need that. And it was like another card similar. I don't mean like legendary collection, but I mean like of like an older set card. It's just really nice. And so I was like, and I ended up picking one of those too. Now I'm not gonna show that one because I'm gonna save it for a video. Because I'm gonna show all these cards that I picked up at the vendor event. I'm gonna have it as part of my vendor video at the end. How much did I pay? I traded for it. Yeah. So technically I traded for it. That's how I ended up getting the trade we did was like it was a pretty big trade. It was like a $200-$300 trade, right? So he gave me a few cards. He gave me like that and like he gave me that and like 10 other cards, and I gave him my Raichu. I think it was a first edition Raichu. So it was a good card, pretty good quality. I want to say it was like it was probably a PSA 8. It was a really good quality first edition Raichu. He gave me like the Arcanine and a whole bunch of other really cool cards that valued out to close enough for it to be a good deal. So it was a pretty good deal. No money on top of nothing like that. It was just a handshake deal. And it was one of my early ones I did. So pretty chill. And people, I've gotten a lot of people who wanted their first edition Raichu. A lot of people. But this one just came in my lap. I was already recording. So I was like, man, let's do it for the content. Let's do it for the content, man. Let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. But I have so many tips and tricks I want to share when it comes to vending, guys. The vending video will be hopefully awesome. I feel like I couldn't record I couldn't record it like how Coops and them record theirs, where they're like they record 3 or 4 hours straight of just deals, right? So tons of deals for 3 or 4 hours straight, and then they just clip it up. My G, I record from my phone. Or not right now, but when I'm out, I record from my phone. I don't have that's probably like 10 gigabytes. I don't have that much space on my phone to record straight. And my phone's gonna blow up. I can't pull that off. But what I do plan on doing is buying, the little camera that they do have to record. But I want to get the channel to where it's actually we're more famous and we're more viral and more people are watching before I do that. Because that's making an investment that I know I can't pay for, or that I know won't pay for itself, which just isn't an investment anymore, right? So I'm not gonna do that, but it's gonna be super cool. But I do want to do more events. You say you on Twitch? I am on Twitch. I'm dual streaming on Twitch, and I am on Twitch. I don't think I can say that, but I am on Twitch. And the way you can see that, it might be linked below. And if it's not, it's linked in my profile. You know how you do the YouTube profile? It might be linked in the profile. So check that out. Like my profile for my channel. And then it's in my link tree. My link tree has all my links in it. And if not, then I put it on Instagram like 10 minutes ago. So if you can't find it there, it's on my Instagram. But yeah, it's one of my old Twitches, so I got to update a lot of stuff on it. It's my old Twitch because I haven't fixed it. So you might just have to deal with it, you know what I'm saying, for at least right now. But what I was talking about beforehand, guys, okay, which I don't even fully remember, but the way the market is, oh yeah, I picked up this one too. I picked up another one of these. You guys know this is the one I pulled, the Pokia origin form. I pulled this bad boy. This is not the one that I had. This is one I bought, but I pulled it, I want to say a month ago when I did my first Crown Zenith run. I might be doing another Crown Zenith run, guys, because I actually bought some boxes. So I bought 2 boxes. I might buy 4 or 5 more because I think I want to do like opening 100 packs all in one video. I feel like that'd be cool. You guys, let me know. Should I do that? I feel like that'd be a cool concept. Opening like 100 packs in one video and then seeing how many gold cards I can pull. If that's a cool idea, let me know, guys. Because I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. That seems like super fun, especially because I've already bought so many Pokemon cards. Or so many Pokemon boxes. Like I said, I just bought more Astral Radiance. I just bought more Temporal Forces. Bought some more Crown Zenith too. Why not? Right. And then we'll see how many crazy cards I can get out of 100 packs. And then do it all in one video. It'll be like a 30-minute, probably 40-minute video. Hopefully not, but probably. Because my 15-pack videos are 15 minutes. And that's 15 packs. So I'm probably going to have to like do a lot of editing. But it'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do it. You know what I mean? But I think that'd be a cool idea. Open up 100 packs of Crown Zenith and just have the whole stack just right there. It'd be super fun, super fun. I like the idea. I like it. It'd be cool. But so I plan on doing that. The Astral Radiance, I think each one of those, so I have like 50 packs of Astral Radiance because each one of those boxes comes with 12. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this is a good deal. I keep telling people. If you're not going to do it, that's on you. But the Astral Radiance stayed in boxes right now are $59.99 on Pokemon Center. I bought it for $59.99 with taxes like probably $62, $63, right? The way that works is do 59 in your calculator, do $59.99 divided by 12. Each one of these boxes has 12 packs in it. Divided by 12. What number did that come to for pack value? Astral Radiance is one of the few sets from Sword and Shield that is still very underrated. It's still very underpriced. Astral Radiance has some of the best cards out of all of Sword and Shield. It has the Starmie V, the Trainer Gallery with Misty in it. It has the Machamp V, the only Machamp that has the crazy Machamp SRR card where he's like holding 50 plates and it's like Naruto themed, right? Well, I call it Naruto themed because it's like ramen and the view looks kind of like it's like that same time frame from Naruto, if you know what I'm talking about. But it has a Machamp, it has the Garchomp with Cynthia. Always a banger card. It's the Trainer Gallery with Cynthia, one of the few and one of the best ones. It's another card. Oh man, I'm blanking. I gotta search it up now. But it has just absolute bangers in it. And like people don't pay attention to it. It has a lot of other V cards and a lot of other trainer galleries that are absolutely gorgeous that no one talks about. And so I'm just like, bro, oh, wait. And it had, oh my God, how did I forget? It has the origin form Pokémon and Dialga. Like, bro, those, like, you gotta think about it. Crown Zenith right now, the origin form V-Stars from Pokémon and Dialga are absolutely booming, right? They're both like $90+ cards. The Giratina is almost $200 card. Is it a $200 card? Maybe. It's only going up. I think those cards will keep going up. Bro, people forget there's an entire other Pokémon and Dialga origin form that's just sitting in Astral Radiance that no one talks about, right? Let me see. Let me find it right now. Origin form If I can find them. Yep, just sitting in Ask Ratings. Literally, Pokemon Yaga. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. Right now, I'm looking at Ask Ratings cards by top to bottom. The ungraded. The booster box is 220. Remember, the booster box is 220, guys. The booster box is 220. What's that? 36 packs. That's a lot of value, guys. Actually, let's do the number for now. I do it on my computer so you guys can see. Let's pull up the calculator. I wonder if my calculator will show up. I hope so. Nope, it won't. Okay. This is not showing my screen, it's showing something else. So I do it on my phone. Let me show you guys the math I'm doing in my head right now. Okay. So what I just tell you guys. So the boxes are, can you guys see right here? Okay. Wait, and that's 220. Okay. So the boxes are, a deck box is 59, right? So 59 bucks, that's 12 packs. So in order to equal a booster box, you need 3 of them, right? So I'm multiply it by 3. So we got 177. So for 36 packs, it's 177. And that's buying the deck boxes, right? The stadium deck boxes on Pokemon Center, right? 177. Guys, the booster box right now, like I just told you, is 220. You can buy the exact same amount of packs for 177. Right now, the booster box is 220. I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm trying to help the market. I'm trying to help people out. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how to math it better than that. Okay, guys, the numbers is number. There's no other way to explain the numbers other than pack value for pack value. That's pretty straightforward. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to do it, I will. And then as long as you guys don't buy it, I can buy more. I'm not finna complain about it. I try to tell people. I've been showing people me buying Ask Radiance for the last week, maybe 2 weeks. If you don't want to buy it, that's great. If you do want to buy it, then hey, show me your pulls. Hop in the Discord. I'll let us see what you pulled because I am chasing them a Champ V and I will buy it off you. Okay, because I love that card. So it is what it is. But pack value, you getting like $50 less. You buy it for $50 less, bro. Even with tax, it'll be like $45 less. That's an amazing deal. And Pokemon Center gets it to you in less than 5 days. So you get to open up 36 packs in less than 5 days for 20% off, 25% off. Like what? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm spamming. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want people to get fleeced with the market, so I'm trying to put people on game. But let's look at what Ask Radiance has to offer to people. You know what I'm saying? Machamp V, right now, absolute banger. It's a $130 card. The Stormy V, absolute banger. It's a $78 card. The Garchomp V, 59. Well, 60 bucks pretty much. The Origin Form Palkia V, 55. The Origin Form Dialga V, 50. Bro, that's literally, what is that, 5 cards? The top 5 cards are all above $50? Bro, that's one day. One of them covers your box. Okay. The Beedrill V, a $40 card for a Beedrill. Hisuian Snealer V. This is actually a really dope artwork if you guys haven't seen it before. Check it out. Really nice card. In my personal opinion. I like it a lot. And it has the smaller ones, the Weaviles under it. Really nice card in my personal opinion. Really cute. You right? So I feel like it's underrated. I feel like that one's gonna go up. Not Diamond. The Rainbow Palkia. Rainbow Dialga. Right? The freaking Zacian V. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that Zacian. Come on, man. Tell me some of these training galleries aren't the best. Come on. I'm just saying. Tell me some of these training galleries aren't absolutely awesome. You said, Juan said, quit telling people I've been on the battle boxes all year. Hey, but that's the crazy part. You realize, like, even if you tell people, like, some people are just, like, hard stuck. Like, they're fully bought in. You know what I'm saying? So people who buy Shroud of Fable, like I said earlier, people who are buying Shroud of Fable are buying Shroud of Fable whether or not you tell them not to buy Shroud of Fable. So they've seen all the prices for Shroud of Fable jump right now, meaning that you shouldn't buy in anymore, right? The market went up, right? Goku went Super Saiyan. Stop trying to fight him. He went Super Saiyan. Leave him alone now. Leave him alone. They're like, I don't care. I'm going to buy in now because although it's $50, $60, $70, $80, now's the time. It's like, no, the time was a month ago. The time was 2 months ago. Now is not the time. Now is when you leave it alone, okay? So that's why I'm like, no one talks about this. I was buying battle styles when people weren't talking about it. No one was talking about Astro Radiance. You don't see one creator make one video on Astro Radiance. You haven't seen it. I'm the only person who brings this up. I've never heard one creator talk about Astro Radiance at all. Not one. I saw one creator talk about Paradox Rift recently. Guess what I stopped buying? Paradox Rift. I bought Temporal Forces and I buy Stellar Crown. That's what I buy, right? I see somebody, I think Nostalgianomics recently brought up Stellar Crown. I think it was Nostalgia, maybe. It might have been Pokeplumber. I forgot. But they recently brought up Stellar Crown. I was like, that's not a bad buy. Stellar Crown is one of these sets that slid under the radar in between Twilight Masquerade and Surging Sparks. So Stellar Crown just kind of went quiet. Although it has, in my opinion, the best Squirtle card to exist. So you take that how you want to. And I this how you know I stand by it, right? Just so you guys know. I'm not joking. I genuinely believe in this card more than I believe in any other card from like the last 4 or 5 sets. Okay, this card and the Umbreon, two of the only cards that I'm like, these cards are going 1,000. They're going to 1,000. They're irrelevant, right? I don't care what no one says. They're going to 1,000, right? You said I got an Ascaradance and Brilliant Stars coming. Fact. That's wait. How you get the Brilliant? Brilliant stopped selling for Pokemon Center, so that's the one that I was buying before. I bought Brilliant Stadium Dex boxes before I bought the Ascaradance ones, because I already pulled the Umbi and I didn't pull the Charizard, but I got the Charizard from it, so I already got both of the top hits from it. So I was like, okay, I'm happy now, right? But I kept buying Ascaradance because I haven't gotten the top hit, and also it's a really nice set with a few underrated cards. I mean, let's be realistic. People hate on Misty and they dislike Misty, but let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. It's like it's that type of hate that everybody loves. You know what I'm saying? It's like how 6ix9ine was still relevant, right? People hated him, but they wouldn't leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Like, you hate him, but no one leaves him alone. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what Misty is. So it's like this is gonna be a big sleeper, first of all, and it's a sleeper at $80. I'm just saying. Like, let's look at the chart for it, actually. Look at the chart for that. Look at the chart. So 2 years ago, it was 30, or 3 years ago, dang. It was 39 when it first peaked. And then even when it went down, it was at 30s. That's it going down. So at its peak was at $40. When it went down, it was at 30s. That's not bad. That's not a bad fall off at all. That's less than, what's that? Maybe 20%, right? So like a $10 difference. Not that bad at all. Then it went all the way to 50 again by the next year. And next year after that, it went all the way to 60 by the next year. And then guess what it's at this year, guys? 70. I'm just saying. If you don't see it, that's on you. Oh, if you don't see the way the market jumping, then hey, I ain't mad at you. You said that Squirtle and 151 Squirtle, my 2 favorite arts of Squirtle. Oh, 151 Squirtle, I like it. I got one, I think, somewhere. It's somewhere. But I got the 151 Squirtle too. It's a nice Squirtle. The 151, that whole set is a buy set, in my personal opinion. Every card from it, buy it. If you're buying and selling every card from 151, I would advise you buy it. All of them. I know what you're going to say. Oh, reprints. Guess what? Irrelevant. There's still some of the nicest artworks. And let's be realistic, for a Charizard card, compared to all the other Charizard cards, it's one of the most unique Charizard cards. So it has too much of a hold on that angle of its uniqueness, right? You say, yeah, I got dubs of the Squirtle. Need to trade that for a Bulbasaur. The Stellar Crown Squirtle. I got it. Hey, you want to trade? Hey, follow me on Instagram. I'll take it. I'm looking for more Squirtles. So hey, I got 2 or 3 Bulbasaurs. Hit me up on Instagram, man. Hold on, hit me up on Instagram. I got 3 Bulbasaurs, okay? From Stellar Crown. I got 3 of them. So hey, pick up the phone. But yeah, so guys, main thing I want to talk about though is the way people are being taken advantage of and fleeced in the market, okay? So I might even talk about this right now and then just clip this and make it a video, okay? But what I will say, guys, when it comes to vending, pay a lot of attention to the way in which people come to you and talk to you, okay? People don't realize that a lot of people come with bad intent, and some people come with good intent are just really bad at communicating, okay? That's what I'm saying. Be very clear and very, observational, right? If you look at a lot of people like Coop's Collection, a lot of people like Garchomp, they do a lot of good deals, right? Where they do a lot of stuff really, I'd say, in people's favor, which you should, right? Now, I do more what Coop does, where Coop does a lot of stuff for the kids, right? Whenever there's someone who looked like they were under the age of like 10, whatever deal they were gonna say, I was pretty much good for it, right? So they was like, "Oh, can I get your, your Crown Zenith Suicune?" I'm like, "Okay." And then I'd be like, "Okay, cool." And they give me a card, and they'll show me what card. And they were like, "Are you trading for it?" I'm like, "Sure, I can trade for it. Let me see what you got." And they'll show me something. I'm like, "That's like a $15 card." And so I'm like, 15, 40. I'm like, "Ooh, do you like this card?" And I'll freaking get it to be around 20, 25. Right, so I do like try to get like one more card to make it at least close for like 2025, and then whatever, yeah, you can take it. And then I caught a deal, and I'm like shaking a hand, like, "Oh my goodness, what's your name?" Shake your hand. That's a great deal. I appreciate you, right? And so it was like, but only under age of 10. If you're like 13, dog, you gotta make some money happen. You gotta go hit up your dog. You gotta hit up your daddy. Maybe that's rude, maybe that's disrespectful, but it's just like, hey, I can only give so many good deals, okay? Before I'm like losing hundreds of dollars in an hour, okay? He said, "Yeah, I just completed the English Master set of 151 with every 151 promo card except the Volto Professor card that's selling for over 2K. Woo-wee. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a great endeavor, though. I respect you for it. I believe in you, man. You got this." But a lot of things, I think I even brought up earlier, something as simple as using hand sanitizer and bringing hand sanitizer is important for you to be a vendor. I mean, unless you're going to be a bad one. If you're going to be a bad one, then don't watch this video. If you're going to be a bad vendor, then don't watch this video, please. Because I don't want to encourage you, or I don't want to, engage you, or, make you even think that you should do it. Please don't. Please just stop here. But if you intend to be a good vendor, right, in terms of you can make money and also be a good person, right, those two things can exist at the same time, right? You don't have to be a jackass, right? So if you want to pull this off, it's pretty simple, right? Be respectful, be honest. I'm very transparent with my deals. I tell people, hey, I'm looking at this for this value. You telling me you want this value, but I literally just looked at it. I can't do that number, but can we come to a conclusion somewhere in the middle of these two, right? Conversation, dialogue, right? I'll show people everything I'm looking up. Well, as I'm looking it up on eBay, or as I'm looking up their card on TCG Player or Price Charting, I will be showing them the card. I'm like, "Bro, I see the number right here. What number do you have in mind?" They'll tell me their number. A lot of times their number is above the market number. Don't know how this happens, okay? Don't know how in their mind the number they got for it in their head is higher than the market value. I have no idea how that happens, but okay. So after that, I'm like, well, I can't do that number. The market's this, and I can maybe do 80% of that. At best, I can do 80% of that. And so then they'll come to be like, "Oh," and they'll say, "Okay, I'm gonna walk around." They walk around, and they come back, and they're like, "You still doing that deal?" And I'm like, maybe, because maybe I don't want it no more. Maybe I feel rude. I feel like you disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't do that. Normally, what I do, this is something funny I was doing yesterday. I would just tell people, I was like, "I don't know. You got to add me on Instagram now." So that's how I end up start getting people to follow me on Instagram, people to follow me on my social media and follow my YouTube, stuff like that. So that's the way that I got around, like, kind of the disrespect of them being like, "Oh, I'm not going to either trust your number," or, "Oh, I'm going to try to fleece you to get an extra, get above market from a vendor," which doesn't make sense, right? I'm going to go to you and try to sell you something for above market, because at that point, you can literally buy my card and sell it back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, you could literally do that and I would lose money. That doesn't make sense, right? And so to get around that, like, kind of disrespect of that, of them trying to do that, I would just be like, "You got to follow my Instagram now," and then I'll do it for the original deal, right? And so I get an Instagram follower, my numbers go up. Sometimes they watch the content. A lot of times they actually realize I had the best deal. And then as they realize I had the best deal, they end up following Instagram. Then they'll hit me back up, be like, "Hey, I saw another card you had. Can I get that one?" And then they'll already understand I do 80%, I do 90%, or however I do my deals, right? They immediately be on page and not be trying to fleece me, right? Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I realize this, but also just, you can see it. Trying to get over on people just doesn't work. And if you do it, it's only going to hurt you in the long run. So just be honest, be transparent, be straightforward, be, real. Right? At least the way I view it, right? So I usually don't like to shake hands, but everyone always reaches out for a hand. I'm kind of a germaphobe. Hey, it'd be like that, dog. Oh, I was going to say, what I was going to say, I do like shaking hands, because I'm from the business more world. That's kind of where I come from. So like you kind of have to always shake hands, right? Whenever you're doing a deal or you're doing sales or you're doing marketing or you're trying to close, you kind of have to, right? And I never had a problem with it. And then the handshake was also any entry or meeting or the way you enter, show people who you are. Hey, I'm da-da-da, hand out. Right, hand out, here your handshake, strong handshake, firm handshake. So I'm so used to it, it's almost average, just natural. And also, especially when it comes to kids, that's why I said earlier, it's like you realize kids are there. I feel like you kind of have to shake the kids' hands out of respect to the hobby and the CCG, in my personal opinion, right? And now after a kid, you definitely have to wash your hands, right? But you got to at least get them into the hobby, get them into, respect and learning those certain traits of how to interact and engage with people. Because I found there's a lot of shy kids, especially in this industry where it's Pokemon. You kind of can do it all at home and don't have to talk to nobody to do it, right? You can watch the shows, you can play the games, and also collect and never meet one person. As a kid, you can pull this off, okay? I did, right? But as you grow and get older, you realize, I can't only talk to my siblings, right? I can't only engage with, my siblings and my close friends that do the exact same thing I do, right? And so, but other than that, it was super cool. Super fun. I shake hands and bring hand sanitizer. It's one great tip that no one talks about. Make sure you have something to clean yourself because you will get sick. You will get sick. If you don't wash your hands, you will get sick. And hopefully it's just a cold. Hopefully. Right? But one good example, another one, like I said, communication. If you aren't good at communication, that's okay. But learn how to get better at communication. The whole thing is a process. So learn, pay attention, right? So say, I didn't tell this person my prices, or I didn't tell this person my percentages, right? That's fine. Well, you should do that firstly, but that's fine that you didn't this time. As long as you realize you didn't, and as long as you try to keep that in mind for the next time, right? So you can make mistakes. Fine. There's no problem with that. But learn from your mistakes, right? I realize a lot of people who try to get good deals, they aren't transparent. Be transparent. Tell people I'm buying at this percentage. If you do a bulk deal, I can buy at this percentage. If you're not, then I will probably charge you market. Be very transparent. That's the way I do it. I'm like, hey, my number for this card that you're going to buy is the number on the card. If you don't want to pay that, buy more than one card. And I looked at the benefit, I'm like, buy more than one card. It's fine. Look, I'm fine with that. If you're fine with that, then I'm fine with that. We both can make a good deal. I had one guy, he wanted to buy my Leafeon, had a Leafeon a Leafeon PSA 10. What was it? The EX from Terrestrial Festival. Had a PSA 10. Let me say it one more time because I just messed it up. Had a PSA 10 Leafeon from Terrestrial Festival. He wanted to buy it. He tried to buy it at like 100. I was like, bro, we both know this card in PSA 10 is like at minimum 150, 160. And it's like, you can buy it 100, just not from me. But you can probably find somewhere you can get it for $100. Now, will it be real? No, but you can get it somewhere at $100. Now, I wish you the best on that journey. That's kind of the way I sliced it up with him. It wasn't that straightforward for the most part, right? I was just like, I can't do that number, but I can do closer to this number. And then they either make the decision or they don't. Now, will they haggle you for more? Absolutely. But the difference is you realize if someone haggles you for one card, they're going to try to haggle you for all your cards. And if the more you haggle, the more and more you lose, especially percentage based, and especially in the long run. Because a lot of these cards, you probably, especially at market, if you do so many different deals, a lot of deals you'll do that are, this card is not in my favor, but this card is, right? Or this card is just okay, but this card is way more in my favor. A lot of the people who haggle with you will be cutting into all those deals of you just barely making it, right, with some of these cards. So if you buy a card for, right, 40 and it's like $45 or $50 value, but it's because you bought 10 cards, right? So you bought one higher than normal that you normally would. This person will haggle you down on all those cards. And now you're losing money on each of those cards you already bought at a high range, right? So you buy a card at 45, they try to haggle you to 40 because you try to haggle somebody else to 40, but you end up being like, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pay them, a higher price. And then you lose out because you're getting haggled on your own haggling, right? So just be attentive, right? Pay attention to that. So you realize, like, be stern, be firm on your prices. That's cool, right? People learn the type of vendor you are. So if people like the fact that you are stern and firm on your prices, which I would like, right? I would like that you'll be honest and transparent. And if I couldn't do the deal, I just couldn't do the deal. That's okay. I go on to the next person. That's fine. But don't be the person who's like, I'm scared of not getting sales or not getting customers or not getting people to come through because they're not going to want to buy my cards. People want the card. You're going to realize this. People want the cards. That's what I said. That's what I said earlier in the video. I said everybody who's talking about the market dropping and stuff happening and oh, you got to be worried about this and trust me, Pokemon is going viral. Okay, I can tell you one thing: if you think anything's happening to Pokemon, the only thing that's happening is it's going more viral. That's the only thing that's happening. It is going further and further up. Okay, so trust me on this. If you're worried about someone not buying a card from you, give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. That's it, at minimum, right? And a lot of times, that's the best thing about being a vendor is like, I realized because I did a lot of online selling. I've done a lot of eBay recently and I've done a lot of online selling recently. And realized, oh, okay, the difficulty of selling a card is how many people you can get to look at the card to want to buy it or not, right? So it's not even, can I sell the card for this amount? It's how many people can I get to look at the card to where one person says, oh, I'll buy for that amount, right? So it's not even worrying about the price of the card. It's worrying about the person you meet. You get what I'm saying? Because you can meet people who will buy over market for cards. That exists, by the way. That exists. People will buy more than market for a good card, especially if they know it's a near mint condition card. If they think they can grade it, they will 100% buy it for more than market, right? I've met people who, I had a, what was it? It was my, I had Dialga, I think. A Dialga, really nice quality. I pulled it, amazing. Literally was like, I pulled this. I can show you my YouTube video of me pulling the card, right? Really good quality card. I think it's going for like 85, right? At the time, it was going for like 80. They were cool with paying 100. They were perfectly fine with paying 100. Now, did I charge them 100? No, but they were fine with paying 100. They had no problem with it. And I was like, well, they paid 100, but the whole deal we did evened out to be around their price, right? Because the whole deal evened out to like the lower price range for other cards they bought. I said, well, we're gonna do this one lower, so the whole deal looks more, nice. So I'm not like just fleecing them off $20 for no reason. But point B is, people will 1000% pay over market for good quality cards. The difference is there's a lot of weirdness happening in the market where people aren't genuine and honest, right? So because of that, there's a lot of shadiness, a lot of people either purposely selling low quality cards, people who only sell off-center cards, right? Like, it's like, dog, we know you're pulling out all your 10s. We know, we see it. I can see it in your card quality that you have at your vendor booth, that everything at your vendor booth is like lower than a 6. Like, I can just see the cards. They all are lower than 6s. I can just look at them, right? And so I think that's a lot of people enjoyed my booth, is because I had pretty dang good quality cards there. And not even graded. I had some graded stuff, but I had a lot of ungraded stuff because I just wanted my money back so I could buy more boxes, to be honest, because I make content, right? So I make content, so I need packs to buy. I need money to buy packs. That's what I need. So I'm not really looking to grade right now. At least that's going to be one video I do pretty soon, is a grading video. But I'm only going to do that once a month. You know what I'm saying? But I open packs every freaking other day. So I need packs more than I need, some money to grade. So because of that, I'm fine with some people high quality cards because I don't need them, right? So I say you a 9 or a 10, what I think to be a 9 or a 10, because I don't know, right? So then I'm fine with you taking the risk of grading it, and I get my money so I can buy packs so I can make content, right? We both win on that end, right? So I'm fine with doing that. And so a lot of people enjoyed my booth because they knew I had good quality cards. And so I was like selling out like crazy, and I kept having to try to get more cards because my freaking display case kept getting empty. My display case went empty like 4 times. And I have the big one, like the big one that most of the, I think, who has it? The similar one. I think maybe Garchomp has a similar one. I think maybe. I had to recall. I got to check. No, Oyama, if you guys know Oyama's trading, if you guys seen his channel. I think he's Filipino. That might be disrespectful. He's either Filipino or Thai. I forgot. Sorry. But he specifically showed me this one, and that's how I found it. And so his display case, the really big one, is super huge. It can hold almost like 50 or plus cards, right? And it can hold. It can even hold slabs. It can hold like a row of 5 slabs each, so like probably 40 slabs in just one of them, right? So I sold out of that 2 or 3 times. Most of the times. It was pretty wild. Said I'm out for the day. Good luck with your journey. I enjoyed your booth this past weekend. I'll be back to the card show for sure. Definitely appreciate you, man. Thanks for checking it out. Oh, thanks for checking out the channel. Watch all the other videos. I do pack openings constantly. So if you want to see me pull some freaking heat, or at least you want to see where I be getting some of these cards I be selling at, you can go watch the videos and see where I be getting them from. Because I open packs constantly, open a lot of cards. I got a lot of heat. I have these bad boys that are absolutely hot, so I'll be pulling some craziness. Absolutely. But thanks, man. Appreciate you for checking out the channel. Thanks for hopping into the live stream. But what I was saying, that display case ran out. I ran out of cards like 4 times, bro. Throughout, what was it, from like, what's it, like a 5 or 6 hour range from like 8 o'clock to, well, it started at 9 o'clock, so 9 o'clock to 3. So what's that, like 6 hours, right? I ran the cards like 4 times. And that's the cards I had in the display case. I also had a binder full of 360 cards. And that binder was looking real shaky a few times. That binder was looking real empty a few times. So I literally had to keep making deals to recoup my binder because my binder kept going like really empty, really bad. It was looking, that's it. So I got to talk about that too, I guess, right? Guys, however many cards that you have, if you do some of the things that I talked about prior, where you're honest, transparent, and you got good pricing, right? Because I don't try to sell people bad quality cards, right? Where it's like all 6s and below. If you don't do that, and you're just, as I said, if you do any of those things, stop watching the video. If you do any of those things, stop watching the video. You just stop vending. Don't vend, please. I don't want people like you in vending because you're not honest, you're not transparent, and you're just not somebody I would want vending or who I want to buy from. Okay, so if you're not doing that, please leave this video. But if you are going to do this, the things I said, if you are the person who is transparent, honest, who's genuine, who prices things around market, who can make deals, who can be at least open to having good conversation, you don't have to be the best conversationalist. You don't have to be the funniest person, the coolest person. As long as you're honest, transparent, entertaining somewhat, right? I make people laugh sometimes, occasionally, right? And I have a nice smile. I tease, you know what I'm saying? Occasionally. I'm nice to the kids. So if you do some of those things, then some of you should keep in mind, you're gonna run out of cards multiple times. You're gonna be really low on card inventory multiple times. So as you're buying and selling stuff, especially the selling part, as you're selling stuff, and when you sell something, there's now a gap in your display case, right? And the more things you sell, especially the faster you sell them. And remember, when people buy from you, people buy more from you. Right. So if I buy 1 card from you and it's a good deal, I'm gonna buy 2 cards, I'm gonna buy 3 cards, I'm gonna buy 4 cards, right? And so a lot of this kind of stacks on itself, right? So one person does one good deal with you, they'll walk around, come right back, and they'll do 2 or 3 more good deals with you. And then as that person's there, another person will be like, oh, why are they there? Another person's gonna come, right? So you realize from 1 card that got bought, you'll end up selling in total 5 or 6 cards within the next 5 minutes. Now you got a whole row missing in your display case. So now you got to recoup that row of that entire row of cards that you're not missing. You know what I'm saying? And so that comes in hand where you're buying and trading cards. So I would advise you do 1 or 2 things, because I price a lot of my stuff beforehand, right? And the difficulty with that is how many things can you price and how many can you have sitting on stock just waiting to be flipped into the next row? Probably not that many. At least I wouldn't advise you to have a whole bunch of stuff, right? Because you don't know what's going to sell exactly. So to be able to flip stuff in and out, just too risky to play, in my opinion. But you probably could. What I would tell you is, as you're buying and trading, especially trading, because I traded a lot of stuff, because the value of my cards made it to where people could do really good trades, and they were both in our favors, where I got really good value cards that if I sold them, I could get good money on. And if they traded theirs, they get good money on, right? So all I had to do was do something different. You know what I'm saying? And so what I realized was, when I was buying cards, I was attentive to the price range of those cards, because everything in my display case was like 20 and up, right? So I was really attentive to the price range of cards that I had. And so I was like, okay, let me make sure that the cards that I'm buying, if I do buy in bulk, I'm buying, okay, here's a $5 trainer right here. Here's a $5, V right here, $7, Hisuian V right here, a $10 V-Star right here. Okay, here's 2 or 3 high ticket cards, right? To where I can put those inside the case, because the display case is really, at least for my booth, the way I've set up my booth, my display case is my main attraction per se, right? The main thing people saw when they came to my section or my area or my booth was my display case, right? Now, did I use that to my advantage? Absolutely, because I knew people were looking at it. So I made sure that, hey, the entire front row is full of, the shiniest, the cutest, and the best of cards. I had had 151 sitting up front, right? I had all the Crown Zenith was sitting up front. So I had all those gold Crown Zenith and all those Suicune Vs, Entei's, Raikous sitting up front. Because I know people, first thing they're thinking is, Crown Zenith, oh my goodness, it's going viral. Everybody's thinking about it. Had it sitting right up front waiting for everybody, right? And that's just paying attention to the market and also the way you arrange everything. I think I have pictures of that, so that might go up in the video. So you should be able to see exactly what I'm talking about when I'm telling you guys about that part. But the way you set up your display case should be arranged in a way if people can see what they want. And it's also in order, kind of sort of, where everything similar is close to each other. So my Crown Zenith stuff is right beside my Crown Zenith stuff. My V, or no, not my V's. I did it by sets, right? So I said 151 beside 151, Crown Zenith by Crown Zenith, Prismatic by Prismatic. So I kind of did it by sets, and I had a whole the side section for graded because I don't have that many graded cards. Now, if I had more graded cards, I would have 2 entire display booths, one full of graded cards, one full of singles. That's what I would have done, but I have like maybe 10 graded cards, so I don't have that many. So that's why there's no point in me doing that. And also, if I sold graded cards, I would have them guarded too. So I have graded cards that would have graded guards. So graded cards with graded guards on them to protect them too, because I don't like people messing with my stuff, right? Also, keep in mind, if you can't do this, I hope you can, bring a person with you. If you can't bring a person with you, you might want to downsize the amount of stuff you have there. So what I mean is, or at least make it to where people have to ask you for stuff, right? And what I mean is, I had 3 main attractions to my booth, right? Had a display case. I had this gacha wheel. So it was a gacha. If you guys ever play any like most Japanese games, it's called a gacha game, right? To where you can spin a little thing, and it was randomized. That's pretty much what it means, right? And so what I did was I had a little game like that where people could, put a token in, they spin it, and then whatever comes out, they can get a free prize. Well, not free prize, $2, right? 4 spins, but they could get a prize, they could get packs, they could get cards, right? And they just played it's a little $2 wheel for all the kids. The kids loved it, right? So I had tons of kids who wanted to freaking spin this wheel, okay? And then a lot of adults who did it too. And that was the fun part. I had like people who spent like $40 on spins. I'm like, bro, they literally sat there and spent for $40. Like they just sat there the whole time to spin it constantly. And I'm like, it's crazy. So I was surprised it worked as well as it did. So I might show you guys the exact way I did mine, so you guys can do the same thing. So put it in the comment section if you guys want to see that, the exact way I did it. So I had the main display case, I had this gacha game, and then right beside that I had my binder, right? And then behind my binder I had Funko Pops and stuff like that, right? But my binder isn't fully in view of everything, because I'm where my display case is. I'm over here, and especially the way I had people coming over. People were coming to talk to me on my left side. I have to turn this way. My binder is on my right side this way, my blind spot, right? So I have to be attentive to when I'm setting up like this, and I'm talking to a person right here. There can be people right here that can be messing with my binder or sliding across my binder that I'm unaware of. And so the one way I got around this to make sure that I was attentive to it is I would tell people the moment I saw people walk up to the binder, irrelevant to whether or not I was in a conversation with somebody, if someone walked into my binder, I would tell them, hey, if you find any cards you want, let me know. I'll put it up here so you can have it claimed so no one touches it. That's what I would tell them. So it would encourage that person to, one, that I know they're there, right? So one, they know they can't just slide cards out because I'm watching them. Now they know that I'm there paying attention to them, right? Even if I'm not, they think I am, right? Which is the important part. So one, they know that factor. 2, they know that I can now claim cards for them. So people who aren't doing anything devious, right, can be like, oh, okay, cool. I don't even have to buy anything right now. He'll just hold cards for me. When I walk around, I can come back and I can still get that card. So it helps out with that too, right? And 3, it made sure that I was constantly keeping myself aware of what was happening, so I never like zoned out, right? Because when you're vending, especially, it's 6 hours straight, guys. It can get really tiresome. You know what I mean? Like you'll be like sleepy tired. I mean, you'll just be zoning out because you'll just be like, wait, what happened? Like you just start zoning out because you're just like constantly conversating with somebody. You're constantly looking at stuff. You're constantly like, oh, I gotta do this too. Okay, let me remember to do that while I'm talking to this person. So you're doing 10 things at once. You're kind of like, okay, because the way mine's set up, especially I had the gacha wheel. So everybody who's a gacha wheel, I had to do this little coin thing that I had to take out. Had to make sure I was collecting money. Had to make sure I was making sure payments were getting sent over. So one person's paying, another person's trying to do a deal, another person asking for cards, another person trying to do a wheel, another person looking at my binder. It's like 7 things happening at once, okay? And I got to keep recalling which is happening and what's happening and why it's happening, right? One way I kept myself accountable and kept myself paying attention to each thing is I would do something or do an action to recall that thing. So like I said, for the binder, I would go to the person and say, hey, by the way, it's just, all you got to do is remember one line, right? So, hey, if you find anything you want, I'll claim it for you. That's all you got to say. It's one line, right? But it keeps you to remember that you told this person that, and that you now have the second thing you have to do after you do this other thing, right? It keeps that in your head, right? And then once they put one card up there, right, wherever you said told them you'll claim it at, you'll, anytime you turn or look around, you will see that card and you remember, oh yeah, this person right there with the binder. You'll see the card and be like, why is there a card right there? Oh yeah, I told this person this, therefore I need to pay attention to that card, right? So it keeps yourself accountable and keeps yourself cognitive of everything's occurring, right? Because one way to easily forget something is if you don't see it. If you don't see it, you won't remember, right? So I did things like that to where I could see something and be like, cool, that's happening right now. Okay, I got to go over there. Cool, this thing is, ooh, W. Guys, I'm gonna show you guys this video, a video idea I'm gonna do, because it'll be fun. If you guys see that, can you guys read that? If you can't, you might can get the concept at least. It says shiny vert up top. If you can't read that, it says shiny vert. Guys, I just bought mystery bags from, I think, 3 different creators. So I'm not gonna explain the video concept, but if you get it, you get it. Okay. This is gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. I've never bought mystery packs before, never. So this is gonna be interesting, and I hope it's fun. I hope it's cool because I've never bought packs before. So I at least want to enjoy that process because I feel like it'll be super fun. So if you're in the live stream, if you watch this video, hey, I hope you're ready for it. Hop into Discord because everybody in Discord gets notified first about like everything I do, except this time I haven't told Discord about this. I will like, probably right at this live stream though. So hey, you get to know even before the Discord if you watch this live stream. WU. But what else I was saying? So that's an example, right? And so the way I had back to what I was saying, the way I had my display or my booth set up was display case. I had my gotcha game, had my binder, then I had Funko Pops behind that, right? 6-foot table, not even that big, right? 6-foot table, none huge, right? It's like your height probably, right? So had the way I had that set up. Now the problem with the binder that I might try to, that I would tell you why you need a second person for, is to help with all the things that I just said where your mind's going here. If you have a second person there, you won't forget, but you're significantly less likely to forget things if you have a whole other human here with you. So now you only have to remember 3 things per se, right? It makes it a lot easier to work with another person and to do everything when you have another human there to help you out, right? Also, there is stuff that exists. Pokemon is super fun, super enjoyable, super entertaining, but people do steal. That's just a realistic thing of life. People do steal. Sorry. I know that you don't want to get robbed. I know that you love Pokemon and that people shouldn't steal. You live in a world where humans exist and sin exists and people do bad things. It just is what it is, right? Chop it up with, I don't know, somebody else about that. Not me. I'm not the person to, argue about whether or not it's good or not to steal. That's obvious, right? But the human's going to do what the human's going to do, right? So what I would tell you is having a whole other person there makes it to where if you don't got eyes on something, they do, right? And if someone, even if they don't have eyes on them, just the fact of them being there makes people think they have eyes on them. And the thing that I have another background. But a while ago I did security. And so I kind of know how people steal. I know like the way in which people steal stuff. And so what people have a tendency to do when they're stealing is they check to make sure you're not watching them stealing, right? So if you're seeing this in, in TV shows, or if someone's like scrolling through something, like, they keep doing that, right? Where they're doing something, they're just like, they just keep looking up to try to check to make sure that if you're looking at them, all it takes is for you to look at them one time. And then you'll notice that they keep looking at you, right? And you'll feel the beams. You'll feel the freaking eye beams on your forehead of just like them just constantly peeking over. And when you feel them eye beams, just look dead at them for like 5 seconds, 7 seconds, just stare at them. And then ask them, like, hey, you need anything? And they just stare at them. And now they're full alert. They might, I'm gonna be honest, they might leave 5 seconds after. They might just leave after that. That's what happens a lot of times. They're never gonna genuinely steal. They might just leave after that because they're scared, right? But if they don't just leave, now you're at least aware of them and you're cognitive of the fact that they're doing that. And if you have a second person there, you can tell the second person, or the second person can tell you that's probably what's gonna happen. But you can tell the second person, the other person with you, hey, is everything good? Hey, just make sure you're watching everything, and then go back to what you were doing, right? Takes 5 seconds. Takes all 3 to 5 seconds, really quickly, right? And it keeps you from getting robbed for cards. But that's why my binder had everything $5 and below, so I wasn't super upset if someone did get stolen. I wouldn't be heartbroken. It wouldn't really break the bank. But it's just disrespectful. It makes a habit of it. So this person's probably gonna steal more. And then if they steal $10 cards, that's $50, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they can add up pretty quickly, right? So in order to avoid all of that cumbersomeness, right? Just have a second person. Makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot simpler. And you give somebody to conversate with, right? Because you will just be, if your booth isn't banging or if you're at a different type of event, it could be times where it's just chill, not much happening, and you're just sitting there. Hey, have another person with there to help you talk, to help communicate with, to be like, hey, how's your day going, right? Just keeps you human, keeps you mentally sane. Because if so much happening at once, like I said, there's gonna be times you're gonna be like, bro, hold up, give me a second. I gotta let my brain recalibrate right quick. There's too much happening. My brain needs to freaking go through a restart, right? A refresh. All right. Also, don't eat a lot, but eat something, right? Whether it be a protein bar, whether it be some eggs, whether you grab some quick at McDonald's, unless McDonald's messes with your stomach. So I wouldn't grab anything crazy. Grab like some hash browns or something like that from McDonald's, right? Something like that, quick, easy, not heavy on your stomach, that you can eat before you do your event. Because you're probably not going to eat during the event. More likely not. And you're not going to really eat after the event because you have to pack everything up and take it home. So you're going to have like maybe, let's say you're at a normal event. Normal events last somewhere between 5 to 7 hours. Normally where they range between. It's 5 to 7 hours, you're not going to eat anything. You're more likely going to be first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. My G. From 9 all the way to, let's say, 3 or 4, you have eaten zero food. Trust me, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be something. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be, annoyed. I don't know if some people get hangry, you're going to be something. Okay. In order to avoid all of that, grab something beforehand. Will it be, like I said, will it be a protein bar or 2, probably, right? A protein bar. Will it be some eggs you make, because you can make eggs in like 5-10 minutes. Will it be some eggs you make? Will it be some you warmed up in the microwave from leftovers, or grab some McDonald's? Not nothing crazy, not nothing heavy. Grab like some hash browns or something like that from McDonald's. Really quick, really easy. It'll make you feel better, right? And some orange juice, right? I didn't drink a lot, so I didn't have to pee. I didn't go for pee breaks, but that was also a cognitive choice I made. But I'm telling you to grab some light so you don't have to use the restroom much, right? Because once you're there, you don't want to have to leave your booth. Especially, like I said, if you don't bring a second person, you won't be able to leave your booth. That's going to be the scary part, right? So that if you don't have a second person, you open yourself up to way more risk per se, right? Whether it be the fact that you can be stolen from. If you have to leave your booth, now you lose out on customers and you can get stolen from. So it's just doubling down. Like you're just opening yourself up to way more risk and just generally bad things. This is what, like I said, this stuff people don't really talk about. But something as simple as going to the restroom, you cannot leave your booth. Now that might sound like scary that you can't leave your booth, but it's okay. I mean, if you normally don't pee every 6 hours, or especially if you don't, like, I knew during this time frame, I don't need to bring a water with me. I don't need to be sitting there drinking water the whole time. And if I do, I'm gonna take sips just from my throat to keep talking, right? Because you're gonna be talking the whole time, by the way. So, like I said, keep these things in mind. In order to avoid, having to go to the restroom or what, don't drink a lot of water. Like I said, eat something light. Bring 1 bottle of water with you that you sip on every so often. Simple, really simple. But you're a human, so you're gonna do things. So don't drink a lot, right? Don't eat a lot beforehand or afterwards, right? It's gonna mess with you. So something, like I said, it's a lot of simple stuff that just people don't talk about, because there is this assumption that a lot of creators have now, because they've done it for so long, they don't need to explain the basics. So like I said, the Garchomps, the Bulbasaur, none to these people. They're great creators. They make really entertaining, fun content. None to them about that. I'm just saying they are past that point now, so they don't need to. Their mind doesn't even fathom. Oh yeah, go to, like, you see, if you watch their content, they bring people with them. They always have. Bulbasaur has his wife with him. Garchomp has his wife with him. Koops has his wife with him sometimes, or he just has another it's like editor or something with him. They all bring somebody with them. The rarely do you see them at their booth by themselves. You might just not notice the other person there, but they're there, right? Sometimes they'll pop in a shot or two. They'll just pop in and you're like, oh, who is that? And then they'll leave back out. So, but they're there. They have another person with them, right? But they don't explain like, hey, you might just bring another person with you, because they are past that point now, right? And you also don't ever see them if they go to restroom breaks. You never see this because they'll cut it out the video, right? Like, this is what I'm saying. This is a bad thing on them. It's just the matter of the fact that why would they include a restaurant break in their 30-minute YouTube video? That doesn't make sense, right? So, point being, be aware of these things. Pay attention to them. Like I said, it's gonna be 6 hours more probably. Can you sit there and talk to people for 6 hours straight? Can you have whole conversations for 6 hours straight with probably 400 people, for anywhere between 100 to 400 people, or 100 plus? Really, it could be infinite number, right? 100 plus people. Can you maintain conversation, eye contact, be respectful, be honest, kind of add some humor, stuff like that? Can you do that for 100 plus people for an hour, 6 hours straight? If you can't, you probably can. That's what I'm gonna say. If you can't, if you think you can't, you probably can. It just takes time. A lot of people, you're probably more likely one, shy or scared or anxious, right? Or number two, it sounds like a lot of work. If it sounds like a lot of work, you might just be lazy. If you're lazy, you can't do anything. I'm gonna leave it at that. But if you're not just lazy and you're just scared, this is the video for you. It's okay. Relax. It's not that deep. You can learn, you can grow, because you are this thing called a human. That's what we do. We've done it from age 0 to now, right? You can learn, you grow, you advance, you get better. That's what you've done your entire life. You're not doing anything new. You're just doing it in a different way now, okay? It's it. So just continue to do that path of learning, growing, and expanding yourself as a person. And the way you do it now is with talking to people, engaging with people, shaking hands, being nice, being cordial. And the way you see your creators, be that person. So how I watch Coops, I'm like, Coops, I ain't met Coop yet. But the way I watch Coop content is the type of person I want to be, right? The way I watch his content, genuine, nice, funny, honest, transparent, cool, right? He's a little nerdy, a little geeky, right? But he throws in his little jabs too. Really just transparent, cool person. I try to be that because I want to represent that in the hobby, right? So the way you view your creators, be that, right? Try to be that, let's say, right? So that's kind of the way I would encourage you and push you towards, being a vendor, because it is a really cool thing to do. It's really fun. A lot of people you meet, a lot of just awesome, just different types of people you meet. You might find your wife there. I don't know. All I know is all the people do have wives. I don't know if that's some comparison there or not, or your husband there. I don't know if there's some comparison there or not, or, it might just be convenient. It might just be the fact that you meet people who are like-minded. So you might just find the person who's similar to you at another event. So if you want to vend for love, that might be possible. I don't know. You let me know if it works. I don't know. But like I said, there's just so much that's going on when it comes to vending. You got to pay attention to everything. I'm going to do a full video on it. So hopefully it's really cool, really fun. I might do another live tonight. This is the main thing I want to talk about today. I am hungry. I still haven't eaten my food. It's been sitting here. So I literally had to eat it because I set up my live stream and then it messed up. So I had to reset it up. And so now I just said, forget it. Let's keep the time rolling. So I got to eat my food. But if you guys have any comments, any questions, any confusion, share it in the description. Share it in the description. Have any of those things. If you have any comments, questions, confusion, or misunderstandings, or just genuine, you're just wondering about something, you don't know who to ask or the right way to ask it, that's okay. Drop it in the chats, drop it in the comment section below. Hop into Discord. You can ask me there. I reply to everybody in Discord. And if we talk enough, you can add me and then I can chat directly to you on Discord. Also, you can go on Instagram. You can contact me there. We can chat it up to see, what works, what doesn't work on Discord or on Instagram. So guys, I'm transparent. I'm cool. I try to be honest, try to be genuine. It's just a fun thing I enjoy doing. So if you enjoy doing it too, I would love to engage with you and I love to, pick your brain, you pick my brain, right? Because I feel that's the whole point of the hobby is for us to grow together, grow as an individual, grow as a community, right? So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this live stream for anybody who's interested in the market, who's interested in vending, who's interested in any of these concepts we talked about today in the, what I'll call this, in the ripping off the market. I feel I like that concept. I like it. It sounds good because it's more transparent to the investment / business side of the pack opening side, right? So the way I keep open packs is because I invest in the business, right? So the way it's kind of like it's both angles of it, right? So the ripping off the market because I'm ripping packs, but we're also taking advantage of the market, right? Because there's a lot of stuff happening in it, and a lot of people need to be aware of what's happening, right? Like I just started, ask for ratings. You can buy everything for 25% off. If you're not, that's on you, because I'm finna do it, okay? But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend. Hope you enjoyed the Ripping Off the Market podcast. Or live stream podcast, whatever it is. I don't know what this is yet, but hope you enjoyed it. Y'all be safe now. It's been your boy, famoustrader, another one. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Bang.